First, let me say that our thoughts and prayers are with the people of Ukraine. What we are seeing is beyond belief, and we can't go very long in our daily lives without thinking about these precious people and what they're currently going through. We are living in extraordinary times right now, and the stock market is certainly a measuring device. By definition, this is not a black swan event, but we can call it a black bear event. Stocks are beat down and whipped, battered and bruised, pummeled and smacked. Does your brokerage account look that way? Ours sure does. Down 30% in the last 3 months. Our invested dollars are screaming for help.
Help?
But our new and future dollars are waiting in the wings. At the end of this video, we're going to give you 2 brand new investment ideas that we are buying right now. It's hard times right now for sure, and there's no end in sight. But this will not be forever. Right now, fear is everywhere, and there are truckloads of uncertainty. This week, gas prices set a new record for the highest in the history of the United States. Diesel is even higher, and that affects everything that we buy, from groceries to home repair supplies. With this week's ban of Russian oil, which we agree with, we have no idea how high gas prices will go. No light in the tunnel yet. We just don't understand why the current administration will negotiate with Iran for more oil as they chant "Death to America." Why doesn't the president go to Houston, Texas, stand with oil producers and declare we are going to produce and buy American oil? How is it better to buy oil from Iran and Venezuela? Elon Musk knows the right answer. Elon recently tweeted encouraging the United States to up oil and gas production to help people survive this mess, knowing full well it would go against Tesla's mission and could even negatively impact sales. He's also urging Europe to push forward with nuclear power plants. We will likely see inflation higher this week when the CPI number comes out tomorrow, and how can March's consumer price index not be even higher still? With a possibly new 40-year high inflation rate, the Federal Reserve is lurking in the wings with interest rate hikes coming. The outlook over the last 2 weeks has gotten substantially worse, if that's possible. Commodity prices are on the rise because of supply concerns, as Russia and Ukraine are key producers of wheat, palladium, and aluminum. Energy, utilities, and gold are among a few areas where investors are finding comfort. We are in times where investors get nervous and extremely stressed and sell near the bottom. We will not be making that same mistake. We are viewing this as a generational buying opportunity as the market bottoms out. When or where is the bottom? No one knows. The good news just might be there's no hurry to buy. This does not look like a snapback V-shaped recovery scenario. Stocks are down to the most reasonable levels in a while. Some opportunities are manifesting themselves for long-term investors. We are currently dollar cost averaging just a little bit at a time. Numerous stocks have lost at least 3/4 of their value since peaking in 2021. And some well-known names are down 90% or even more. In this moment, who can deny that Tesla is the answer to this oil crisis situation? We believe Tesla at these prices, around $800, is a very safe place to put money for the future. A major overhang on Tesla stock has been removed after German authorities said the car maker could start production at their new factory in Berlin, Germany. With Germany's dependence on Russian oil, this is bigger news than most people currently think. Tesla sees the Berlin factory eventually producing up to 500,000 vehicles annually. There are currently 5 to 6 month delays for Model Ys and certain Model 3s in different parts of the world. But Tesla's new factories in Austin and now Berlin should help to alleviate these issues and solve production bottlenecks. Wealth management company Wedbush believes that Tesla will increase its annual run rate from 1 million units in 2021 to 2 million this year. Dan Ives of Wedbush has a price target of $1,400 on Tesla stock, which is almost 75% higher than the $800 level. Tesla is producing incredible EVs. Having off-grid access to energy and being able to turn your car into a temporary home are probably not things that most people think about every day. Having an EV that's roomy and offers plenty of range would prove to be a big help as well. In the EV space, we see no option that's even close to Tesla. President Biden said this week, part of the answer to the energy crisis is to move quicker to electric vehicles. This week we've seen two of our holdings take off, namely Blink Charging and ChargePoint. Okay, we promised you two brand new picks, and here we go. The global economy is rapidly working on switching power sources. Due to the climate change concerns, this world is moving away from these carbon-based fossil fuels that we've been talking about to cleaner alternative energy sources. The decarbonization of the global economy will take an estimated investment of more than $100 trillion over the next 30 years. Governments are also working to accelerate global decarbonization by proposing and passing legislation that would increase investment in the sector. Last August, the United States Senate passed a $1.2 trillion infrastructure package that includes funding to accelerate clean energy investments. Many view it as only a down payment on the spending needed to decarbonize the economy, suggesting that future legislation could further boost the country's investment level. Renewable energy will play a crucial role in the energy transition off of fossil fuels. Here's a look at two top-tier green energy companies where we are putting dollars to work right now. First is Brookfield Renewable. Ticker BEP is a global leader in renewable energy. It's one of the world's largest producers of hydroelectric power, which made up more than 62% of its portfolio in 2021. Brookfield also has a growing wind, onshore and offshore, solar utility scale, and distributed generation such as rooftop solar and energy storage expertise. The company sells the bulk of its power under long-term power purchase agreements that generate steady cash flow. Since its conception, the company has generated an annualized return of 20%. Brookfield sees even more growth ahead, though, up to 20% annually through 2025. Powered by its extensive pipeline of renewable energy development projects and additional acquisitions. Now, the second is NextEra Energy. NextEra Energy is the world's largest producer of wind and solar energy. It generates this power at its utilities in Florida, which then sells power under power purchase agreements to other utilities and end users. NextEra has an excellent track record of creating shareholder value. It has produced a roughly 150% total return over the past 5 years. Powering the energy company's strong returns has been its above-average growth. NextEra has also increased its dividend for more than 25 consecutive years, earning it the Dividend Aristocrat distinction. All right, guys, let's all continue to pray for the innocent people in Ukraine and in Russia. These are tough times. Keep the faith and hope for better days. We'll see you in the next video.